Hi everyone, this is Chantay. I'm here with a week in review of my analysis on Friday, November 6th, 2020. And yes, we're in an election week. Officially, an election week. I'm going to come to you with some stuff, but I really have to really talk about COVID because we are still in the midst of a pandemic. Despite an election, we are in the midst of a global pandemic. So here we are. So, the global confirmed cases here, we are at 49,228,000. Hello. 536 cases of COVID-19. The death toll is 1,241,366. And this is all from the Johns Hopkins website. The U.S. confirmed cases is 9,727,345. The death toll is 236,025. Now, other countries are just trailing us behind, especially India at 8.4, Brazil at 5.6, Russia at 1.7. France has moved up in numbers. They're at high is at 1,709,716. You have Spain at 1,228,832. You have the Argentina at 1,000,000.2, UK at 1,000,000.1, Colombia at 1,000,000.127,000, 1,127,000. Mexico is at 949,000 and Peru at 914,000. So all of these places have at least like a million and more, and some are about to have a million cases. But we still are the leading country, and we're almost close to having 10 million cases around the world. And we have the Hispanic countries such as Panama at 137,000. You have DR at 129,003. You have Panama has 137,760. Guatemala at 110,502. Nigeria at 63,731. Kenya at 60,704. You have another place, Ghana, at 48,780. Now, the West Indies, I'm like so scared because I know New York has a lot of West Indian culture, and there's a lot of West Indian friends I know. Hey, Jamaica has 9,426, followed by Haiti at 9,127. You have the Bahamas at 6,882. You have Trinidad at 5,798. Guyana at 457, excuse me. You have Belize at 3,977. Barbados at 242. Antigua at 130. St. Lucia at 110. St. Vincent at 76. Dominica at 57, which that's crazy. Grenada at 30 cases, and St. Kitts at 19. So everybody is going through a second or third wave. So since Europe have theirs, we're having ours. And I'm about to get to the U.S. because these numbers are scary wherever you are, but I got the top 11. So here we are. Texas has now topped California in the amount of cases. You have Texas at 996,301. If we wake up tomorrow, I won't be surprised that Texas will hit 1 million. They're on that trajectory to have 1 million cases in the U.S. Followed by California at 962,420. Florida, 832,617. New York, 523,559. Remember, New York was the epicenter of all of this in the beginning, the first wave of COVID. You have Illinois at 456,939. Georgia at 384,531. North Carolina 288,745. Tennessee at 268,045. Wisconsin now 263,640. Arizona 254,961. And New Jersey, which is the 11th one, at 249,019. So, of course, we have no national plan. We have no relief. There are over 31 million Americans unemployed. And according to CNBC, you have about, what is it? I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, there we go. You have about 13 million Americans ready to lose their unemployment by the end of this year. So that's next month, because we're already in November. And even though there's 638,000 new jobs that have been added, the economy is still in a slow recovery. There are places that still closed down. There are places that had to cut their staff. There are people that took salary cuts. So this is not a fast recovery as the guy in the White House says. So this is the truth. This is the facts I'm reporting. You can go to CNBC. You go to your Apple News or to your Google News or whatever, your Google Play, and look at, I'm not lying. I'm being dead ass. But the economy is also slowing because of the rising cases in COVID, which as of today, November 6, 2020, according to the Johns Hopkins website, we saw over 121,000 new cases of COVID. So we're not out the woods yet with the economy nor COVID. Not in this election, but we're not out of the woods of COVID and everything. Like, this shit is real. 121,000. You got the West Indies already in their, like, second, third, whatever wave. Like, Jamaica about to have 10,000 cases. Texas about to have 1 million cases tomorrow morning. Like, this shit is real. Like, I'm scared for the country. And speaking of being scared for the country, the elections. Biden has 253 electoral votes. Donald Trump has 214. And Donald Trump is basically losing. And he knows it. We all know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. But he still wants to challenge people. So according to some news outlets, I know Nevada, the federal judge rejected the emergency motion to claim voter fraud with signature issues, including 10,000 out of state they claim, and voters dead and voters not eligible. And then in Pennsylvania, a judge tosses out Trump's campaign lawsuit attempted to stop the vote count. And then in Arizona, the Secretary of State, which is Democrat, says Trump campaign doesn't have the legal pathway and shouldn't bring the lawsuit. So basically, the facts and the law is not on their side. So Donald Trump putting all these lawsuits out, it makes him look like a whole ridiculous fool. So when you hear him talking this stuff like this is fraud and everything, nothing is fraud. They're still counting the votes. There's still states that are still counting. There's still ballots, absentee ballots coming in, and provisional ballots coming in. So all of that is still coming in. So keep paying attention to what the hell is going on, because what Donald Trump is saying is a whole entire lie. It's a whole ass lie. He's been lying to the American people for almost 4 years. And the lying stops here. Period. In terms of the congressional races, the Senate is split 48 and 48. So we're waiting on something in Alaska. I don't know if they didn't count the vote yet, because Dan Sullivan is up for re-election, and which is a Republican senator. And in terms of the also in terms of the race, we flipped two Senate seats. We flipped a seat in Colorado and in Arizona. So Arizona now has two Democratic senators, which they have not had that in a very long time. That's awesome. Kudos to them. So there's two runoffs though. There's a runoff between Reverend Warnock and Kelly Loeffler, and John Ossoff and David Perdue. And that happens, I think, January the 5th, 2021. So more than likely that probably will flip because Georgia is looking pretty solid for Joe Biden. Joe Biden is leading by like over 16,000, 19,000. I can't remember the number, but he is leading. So kudos to Joe Biden and the Biden campaign. And, well, more so kudos to Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams did the damn thing. She registered people. She got people out to vote, galvanized. Like, she's awesome. Like I said, and I said in previous tweets and previous posts on Facebook, she's going to have a job in the administration, whether it's a voters' right commission or it's another cabinet position. But that position will fit her because you need to protect the rights of voters, especially of black and brown voters, because the Voting Rights Act is gutted. It's sitting now, the new act is sitting right now on Mitch McConnell's desk, and you know that's not going to go up on the floor. Like, it's impossible. So that's why I'm saying that will be the best role for her. So kudos to Stacey Abrams. And even I'll put Keisha Lance Bottoms, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms there too. So win with black women. House races, we lost about 4 seats. The Democrats lost 4 seats, and Republicans gained those 4 seats. And some of it was due to high Republican districts that they flipped in 2018 now went back Republican, including Max Rose in Staten Island. He lost his seat, which I think he was a good congressional guy. He even went to deploy as a National Guard, but eventually was not good enough for Staten Islanders. They put the most slimiest New York politician that aligns herself with Donald Trump and has been. She lost the mayor race badly the last time, so I'm surprised she won this. Maybe it's a referendum or whatever, but yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to tune in, get to that. But overall, let's stay focused, people. Let's stay focused. We got this, okay? So until then, I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.